Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. I said this off camera, but it's true. When I started doing this podcast, you were one of the first people that I thought about that I wanted to interview. And after 120 some episodes later, I've actually had the courage to reach out. The most horrific thing that could happen to a person is when they lose a child. And we have choices. And we can choose to wallow in despair for a super long time and grieve and just never get over it. Or we can choose to create something beautiful out of something so tragic. And that's what today's guest has done. Brandon Tolson, God love him, was one of my old students, is no longer with us, but his legacy does live on. So Candi Tolson with the Brandon Tolson Foundation, finally, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Finally.
Finally. Your son is amazing.
Thank you.
And taught him in 9th grade. Before I speak about him, because you knew him even better, let's honor him right now. For the people that are watching that don't know who Brandon is, give me an idea of who your son was.
Well, they're missing out because they didn't get to know him. And I might be biased, but he was just like a super happy-go-lucky, non-judgmental person. Two of the words that stick out to me that people used to describe him after he died, people, talked about him a whole bunch. And, the two words that stood out to me and that I love the most are that he was goofy and authentic.
Yes. Ooh.
And I just, that's who he was. Everybody thought they were his best friend, and they were. Yeah. He just treated everybody really special. Yeah.
Like, high school, middle school, high school days, kids can be kind of jerks to one another. There's this big social dilemma of fitting in and all that. But really genuinely knowing him, he liked everybody, and everybody liked him. Yeah, I know. And you don't really know as a parent what's happening when your kid gets on the bus and goes to school, like how they're treating others, and like if your parenting skills really worked. Right. But it did come back to us in many different ways. People talked about how good he was to them, and he sat with people who didn't have friends at lunch, and things like that. Yes. And so we were like, okay, maybe we did do we did do something right. When people say good things about my kids, I'm like, you sure?
I know. Well, I would have said that before he passed.
You would have said that before he passed.
I know. Now I'm like, no, he was really cool.
I mean, behind closed doors, kids can kind of let down their guard maybe a little bit, and they can. But it didn't seem like Brandon was that kind of kid, you know?
No, he was true. He was a true
great student, great athlete. Played soccer. What? Any other sports that he played?
Soccer was his thing.
Soccer was his thing.
No, we tried.
Skinny as a rail. I mean, if you're running that much, you might as well be.
He was good at track, but soccer was his thing.
Yeah. And so he graduated Bel Air High School, class of 14?
I think it was 14.
14? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, of course I knew him. I taught him when he was in 9th grade. And again, kind of to pair off what you said, was that he was just a very caring person. Like, in a PE class, sometimes kids can be judgmental or whatever, but when you have a few leaders in that class that just exemplify inclusion of everybody regardless of skill. I mean, he was a phenomenal athlete, but you wouldn't necessarily know it because he wasn't boasting that. He was trying to bring others to and those were the most successful PE classes, were the ones that were led by good human beings that cared about what other people were doing, and that was your son.
It's contagious.
Yeah, it is contagious. Absolutely. So I have nothing but love for the things, the times that I remember him being young and seeing him graduate and all that stuff. There are good kids out there. 95% of the students that I taught at Bel Air High School were good kids. But then there was like a 1% of those 95% kids that were just exceptional. That was your son. Oh. That was he was exceptional. He was just above and beyond.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well. Yeah.
So tragedy struck you in April 7th, 2016. He was 20 at the time, 2 years after high school. Can you walk us back through that day as a parent to give us a feeling of what happened that day?
Yes, apparently it was a beautiful day, and some crazy rainstorm came through on the bypass, the Bel Air bypass. And he was coming home from Walmart. He was getting keys made for his new job.
Oh.
And he's heading back to work, and this storm just came through, and he hydroplaned on the curve, right? It went at the bridge on Winter's Run.
Yeah.
And
that crosses Tollgate Road over to Tollgate Road.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's down a little further, but yeah,
Okay.
that same area.
Yes.
And he hydroplaned, lost control, and the other way, there was a bus coming.
Oh my
So
gosh.
just, really, the bus was right there when that all happened. It was just kind of hard to digest. Like,
Sure.
maybe if he had hydroplaned and that bus wasn't there, but, you can't blame the bus.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I got the knock on the door, and just kind of like, what? Open the door. I was sleeping. I'm a night nurse, so I was in between shifts.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thinking it's like a solicitor or
Yeah,
something.
I'm like, who's banging on? And my world just changed. Like, you just know when you see their faces that something.
Two deputies.
It was two. They
Yeah.
showed up, and I think I spoke first. I said, which one was it?
Yeah.
Brandon.
Because you have Colin too. Yeah.
And they said it was Brandon. It's a little blurry, but I can tell you that my next question was anybody else in the car? Because that would have been devastating.
Yeah.
And he said, no, it was just Brandon. And then it gets a little blurry. They stayed with me, and my friends started showing up.
Yeah.
But it's life altering. Like, I will never be the same person who was opening that door prior to the news.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was wild.
Where was your husband at that point?
Oh gosh, he worked in different areas. That day he happened to be in DC, so he's an hour away. I know. And they were, the officers were like, you absolutely cannot share the news on the phone. So I don't remember very clearly, but I just know that I said to him, you just have to come home right now. You have to come home. And it was something bad. And I said, you just have to come home. I can't tell you what's happened.
Oh my gosh.
So I guess, he had that one brother that was like not together. And, I think he thought maybe it was his brother had done something crazy or something happened to him. I think it was maybe a defense mechanism for his drive home. He had to it couldn't be one of his kids.
It has to be something else.
Has to be something else.
Yeah. Colin was in school at the time?
Colin was in school, yeah. So that was a little crazy too. Like, did we tell him? Like, he had to get on the bus and ride home. And some of the kids knew. I know some of the kids knew at school, and it just didn't get to him, thank God, until he got
Oh my
home.
gosh, to find out that way?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So John was on his way. Colin was on his way home from school, and worst news ever.
Yeah.
My front yard, my whole house was instantly filled with people. There were people everywhere. People couldn't come in because they couldn't find a parking space, like around the block.
Yeah.
And
People really showed up for you guys after that.
gosh, did they ever?
Yeah.
We had the best. We feel like we have the best people surrounding us.
Yeah.
And they showed up in numbers. And and then I guess a few months. It was very, very quickly after that, John had this vision, and he came to me and he said, we got to do something. We cannot leave this on the bridge. We can't Brandon's life cannot end there on the bridge. And, I was like, okay, what do you want to do? And so we came up with this idea. We knew that we had a crazy amount of support, and we also knew that not everybody has that.
Yeah.
And it just kind of, we didn't see 10 years later what we would be, but we had this vision of just helping other people that are in the same place that we are.
And born from that was the Brandon Tolson Foundation.
Indeed. Yeah.
Wow. So what specifically does your organization do to help families?
We help in many different ways. We help financially with the funeral and burial and all of those arrangements, the services. Most people are not prepared financially for this to happen.
Right. think you're going to live till you're 90.
You do. And you don't think your kids are going to go before you, so you don't think about having life insurance. So, so we help with that. And then my favorite part of what we do is it's the journey moving forward in grief. You know, it would be easy to just write the check to the funeral home and then step away, but these are families that are going to grieve for the rest of their lives.
Right.
And we just couldn't step away at that point. Like, this is where they need us the most. When the dust settles, when their house isn't filled with people anymore, when the meals aren't showing up, now what?
Right, because all that's great in the very beginning, but at some point, life goes on.
Yes, and it does very quickly for everyone else. And your world kind of like stops.
Right.
And we step in. We do all kinds of things for our parents. We have therapists. We have gatherings. We do mom groups. We do dad groups. We now have a sibling group that's rolling out next week. Really excited about that.
Wow.
And you know, it's not rocket science what we do. It's really just the magic of when people get together and they understand each other's hearts and the depth of their pain. There's something really powerful about bringing people together in that space.
Yeah.
There's comfort there.
Because you feel like you're alone at first, but to bring all those people around that understand.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't understand.
Yes.
Most people don't understand.
No, and we never want them to.
Yeah.
And our families, God bless, and our friends, they loved on us and they want to help. They do. They feel helpless. But when we bring our parents together, there's healing that happens in there. And there's healing that happens for John and I as well. It's not a one-way street. It works both ways.
Absolutely.
So.
Wow. So this is about 10 years. Was this pretty much right after his death, or was it a few years after?
We were incorporated by March of 2017.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So,
okay. So less than a year, just about almost a full year. So basically about 10 years. How many families have you guys supported through this?
We are close to 400 families.
Come on.
Yeah.
400?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
That's incredible.
It is incredible. Incredibly sad, but awesome in the fact that we know we're making an impact somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have, the majority of those families are Harford County, just because of Harford County and the community that we are. And, and everybody kind of knows us by now.
Community.
It is a great community.
Yeah.
But we are in many states, California, Florida, North Carolina, Texas. People hear about us and the word gets out to this one, to that one. So we're spreading.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this takes a village, takes an army. It's not now just you and John, but you also have other people that are helping out with the foundation. Talk about their roles in all of this and how it's grown over the past 10 years.
So we knew, again, from the beginning that we had this tribe of people that were just awesome and that brought different gifts to the table. And so that's how we formed the board. Like, that was one of the first things that had to be done. So it was like we needed people that we could trust and people that had passion for what we were doing.
Yeah.
So we chose our board, and they're amazing. That's changed a little bit over time, but still just a group of amazing people that are
Which is kind of cool,
selfless.
too, because some of the people that are a part of that board were very close friends with Brandon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was...
It's not a board of, like, some old people.
There are some.
There are some old people. All right, we won't mention them. No. Just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, our idea was that eventually down the road, when John and I can't do this anymore, that the kids would take over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Carry on his legacy.
Yeah.
But there's also, like, beyond the board, there's a community of people who I never knew there was still so much good in the world.
Yeah.
People are so generous and willing to give and support, and if you ask them, they'll do things. In the beginning, people were like, well, what can we do? What can we do? And so then as time went on, we're like, well, remember when you said, what can I do?
Yeah. I got something for you.
I got something for you. So, and then, the events started forming and committees started forming, and
yeah,
it's wild.
Yeah. That's so cool. And you have an annual golf tournament. I know about that. Has that come up yet, or?
That's in September 28th.
Okay. So you have the golf tournament. What are some other events that you do throughout the year that help you bring money in to help these families?
So we have the golf tournament. We have the Evan Blood Memorial Concert. That concert is in honor of one of the other kids who died along the way, and their parents decided to do this event, and raise money that goes towards the Brandon Tolson Foundation. So that's like kind of like a shared event. And then our bull roast is amazing. That's always in April. Next year it's April 18th.
Does that sell out?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like
the first year we did this thing, like we're like, we'll probably sell a few tickets. There was over 600 people there the first year.
Sheesh.
I know. And then one year we had like close to 900.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So people just showed up.
Yeah.
They showed up. And it's really not a bull roast. It's like a bull roast on crack. It really is. It's crazy. It's so fun.
Why the on crack part?
I mean, because it's just elevated and amped up, and the room is full of such good people. And there's a special vibe, I think, that happens at our events, not just the bull roast, but I think it's the reason that brings us together. It's a heavy reason. It's not cool, like why we're doing this. Our why is not cool.
Sure.
But when those people get together and they're doing something good, it's kind of like the same thing John and I, like there's something organic that happens, and you can just feel it. It's tangible.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And we were dropping some names before the podcast about different people that are involved in that, and they just all bring an energy.
Yeah. Everybody brings their gift, and
yeah.
We have a 5K that we just did in May. That's a couple years strong. And then we've done 3 galas, like kind of like the fancy party thing. Yeah, I love that. So yeah, we have a lot of fun doing those things and raising money and having fun at the same time. I mean, you can't ask for more than that, right?
Absolutely. Wow. Again, something so tragic can bring so many people together to do something just so positive is just amazing. And then you have a lot of corporate sponsors too. So I was kind of stalking you on your website there just to prepare for the interview. And there's a lot of people that I know that that are local in the community that have contributed over the years, or whether, I don't know if they're constant contributors, they were one-time contributors, but like it's scrolling of like so many business logos, and again, it's just attributed to the small business community here in Harford County.
Yeah, and I do believe that there's an element of like who Brandon was. And that lives on through that generosity and through the showing up. And I still joke that we could have sold, pardon the word, but poop pies on the corner, and people would have showed up and said, can I buy one, get one? Like, how many can I buy? People supported us in such a way that it was wild, and they continue to do so. They just...
Yeah. That's amazing.
It's overwhelming at times. Like, there's no way to possibly thank those peoples and those corporations that...
Yeah.
It's hard.
At any time, did what happened, especially in the very beginning, were you and John always strong? Did that tear your relationship a little bit? If you can share.
Yeah, absolutely. I can share. So we had already fixed some things in our relationship, in our marriage, and we had gotten to just like really good place, and then we lost Brandon. Yeah. And I often, in the beginning, I was like, that's really cool. Like, we just worked so hard, got to this really great place.
He just graduated high school. Colin's on his way of graduating from high school,
Off we go.
Off we go.
Boom. But I would tell anyone this, like, how you go into the tragic event as a couple is how you're going to deal with it moving through it. We had gotten to this great place, so we had space. We had space for the differences and the way we grieved, which was never really the same. It's still, and it doesn't always line up. And so there has to be space for that.
Yeah.
In a marriage, there has to be space for a lot of things.
Right.
And something so big and that takes up so much of that space. I think I don't know. I think we're crushing it. We're doing really
Do you feel like this has ultimately kind of brought your family closer together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it goes deeper. It's like there's only the two of us and Colin that really knew who Brandon was.
Yeah.
You know, so there's like we need each other for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it does affect a marriage. It does. It's hard. It'd be easy to pull away and isolate, and, you know, the different emotions that come with that, the anger, and yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Because you're dealing with your own emotions, and you want to be there for John, and John vice versa wants to be there for you too, but he's going through his own way of doing things. That's got to be it's just got to be a challenge. But you guys seem to have kind of really pulled through this a lot better.
I would agree with that. Yeah. We've done okay.
Now, tell me about the relationship between you guys now, you husband and wife, but now it's you have Colin. You know, Colin's a good kid too.
He's a great guy.
He's flying. Jeez, that's a whole nother podcast. Being a mom of a pilot.
Yeah.
How stressful that could be on you.
I know.
Helping the other sibling. How? Any words of encouragement for somebody that might be going through this that needs to also now look out for their other kid or kids?
Yeah. Obviously, in the very beginning, we were so worried about Colin, like so much so that like we kind of put ourselves aside and we're like, you know what are we going to do? We got to support Colin. Like, he's still a young kid. Like, we want him to do well and succeed and feel loved and supportive. And, you know, for a while I felt like all we talked about was his brother who's gone. You know, I felt like in his mind he had to be like, they're talking about him again.
Yeah.
And Colin being who Colin is, you know, I went to him about it. He's like, Mom, no. You know, he like kind of relieved me of that pressure. But yeah, like we were so worried. Therapy for a 17-year-old. Yeah, I'll go. I don't really want to go to therapy.
Right.
You know, it's a sensitive topic. And I think he was protective of us. I think he like didn't want to break down or show his sadness because that would create sadness for us and create more strife for us. And so, you know, we talked about it. Colin's quiet. And so a lot of it, I had to just kind of let him find his way through that.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel now like that he's motivated by what has happened. Just if that makes sense. I think that I wonder if he would be doing what he's doing now, which is he's a pilot instructor now. Yeah. And flying planes. And I wonder, would that motivation have been the same if it wasn't for his loss? I think it just drove him to like, life is short. This is what I've always wanted to do, and I'm going to make it happen.
Well, and the tagline for the foundation is something that Brandon always lived by, was don't waste your life.
Yep. And that resonates.
And Colin's like, you're right.
Yep.
I'm not wasting my life. I'm getting after it.
I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
So proud of him. But yeah, it's almost, you're carrying yourself, your marriage, your significant other, and then there's the children that you have to, so it's a lot.
But how about for you? Like, because you got to put the oxygen mask on yourself before you can help the other people around you.
You're right.
But it's maybe a lot easier said than done.
You're very right. Actually, I've had a few parents very recently say to me, you know, you seem so together.
And you're like,
and
let me tell you a different story.
I'm like, well, you know, it doesn't always look like this. It's not always together. It's not always pretty. But I do believe that my background as an ICU nurse helped me find a way to, I have this wall, if you will, that kind of separates me from going down this really bad road of grief. I don't know. I just like my being will not let me go under. I've always felt that in my soul, like I'm doing this and I'm not going to just do it. I'm going to do it well. I'm not just going to survive every day. I'd like to thrive every day. And I don't know. I think it's just what my DNA is how I'm made.
Like
that
you're taking action, like, you know.
Yeah.
But to initially get off the proverbial couch of has got to be a challenge, but you still take the next step.
You do, and the couch is still right there, and is, you know, sometimes it's hard to get off of the couch still 10 years later, but that is not who I am. And over the years, I see how resilience is something that everybody has. And I think that I just somehow knew to tap into that I knew I could come back from this. And yes, it took a while, and it, getting out of bed some days, it was really, really hard. But I didn't like that. I didn't like those days about myself. I felt much better about myself when I was active and doing and not wasting my life. And that Brandon would not want us to just curl up in a ball. He just wouldn't. So that part was easy.
So with all that said, if I came to you today and I said, unfortunately, like I lost my child, God forbid, what would be like the biggest piece of advice, I guess you could say, to somebody that has lost that child?
I guess I would say, I tell a lot of our families, you're not the same person anymore. When our children die, they take a piece of us. There is the possibility of healing. It doesn't ever go away. This is something that you now will live with. If you try to work through this and set it aside, that's not how this works.
Yep.
You move forward with it. And there's a way to, you kind of learn how to carry it. I was talking about my emotional muscles. They just got instantly stronger. Like, you learn how to take it with you, and you can't really set it aside. You can't get away from it. We went on vacation very soon into our loss, and it came with us.
Sure. Yeah.
And so it's doable. You do have to kind of like keep going. One of my very best friends said to me, just keep going. And it's so simple, but what's our other choice? I don't know what that is. I don't even really want to explore that choice.
Yeah.
So
it's almost like you don't want to avoid it and put up that wall, but you want to embrace it in a trying to put it all into words and thought and feelings, but it's like what's happened to your family is horrible, but it's also been a blessing in a way to others.
Yeah. There was a reel that I show a lot of parents, and it's about like life is a braid, and there's joy and there's sadness. And when we lose a child, that is always intertwined in that braid. Like when we move forward, I don't ever have pure joy like I had before losing Brandon. There's always that undertone, like, but if he was here, this would be so much better. Yeah. But you learn how to kind of like incorporate the joy and pain together, and that's how you move forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I know that never made sense to me, but
incredible. Yeah. Wow. So the Brandon Tolson Foundation has helped a lot of families who have over 400 families that have lost a child. How does the Brandon Tolson Foundation help those people that haven't lost any kids? How is that bringing the community together?
I think that I maybe touched on that at our events. We show up and we give people hope in a way that other people that haven't lost children, I think we have this thing about us that people look to us for that hope, even people that haven't lost children. And I think that they look at us and, wow.
Yeah.
Like, we started this huge thing and we're doing all this great stuff, and maybe I can do good stuff. I would hope that it would kind of penetrate a little bit, like,
sure,
the choice moving forward. Like, losing a child isn't the only hard thing. People have all kinds of hard things in their lives, and not the same, but very, very difficult things. And there's a point where you decide what your life is going to look like after that or through that. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe some people can relate on different tragedy levels.
Sure. Yeah, I think we get caught up in a society too where we want to say one thing's harder than another No, this is all hard.
Yep.
Life is hard.
Yeah, and I tell people that. Before losing Brandon, my hard stuff was not the loss of a child. It was the same kind of things that other people have. Now certainly, like when you have to flush the goldfish, that's not the same. But, everybody has something they're trying to work through.
Yeah.
That's hard and heavy.
And everybody can pick something apart from this.
Yeah.
You know?
I hope so. That would be awesome.
Wow. How can people get more involved in your organization? Certainly donating money, but is there anything else that people can do? You do have events throughout the year. Are there any other ways that you're accumulating funds to help these families?
Yeah, certainly people can always reach out to me if they want to volunteer. There's always things. I can always give people something to do if they're willing.
How can I help? Well, let me tell you, you asked.
Yeah.
But it's like simple stuff too.
There are some of the bigger corporations. Let me start there, because we've had like 3 major corporations that have been very, very, very generous to us. And I'm seeing that it's kind of a theme that's happening with companies, is that they have like this whole separate community outreach program. And that's what they do. Like, they not only do they have their employees and that come to work and do all the work, but they also give back. Yeah. It's not just, it's like a give and take.
Yep.
And that has been huge for us.
Okay.
And I think that's just a great thing for people to incorporate into what they're doing, like giving back. People don't even realize how good it feels to do that.
Sure.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, right. Like you're helping people, but you're also helping your own spirit.
Yeah,
you know.
You are.
Yeah.
And showing up. I mean, when we see our friends and supporters and family out and at our events, that matters to us. It's not a small deal.
Yeah.
So.
And that bull roast is.
It's wild.
On crack.
Have you been there?
I have not. I feel like I need to get my tickets early though, because it's a banger.
Yeah, indeed.
So you had the bull roast. You talked about the golf tournament. Are there any other things throughout the year that you're doing?
The concert and the 5K were
and the 5K.
two of our other steady events that we have. We have First Fridays in Bel Air.
Yeah.
That's always a good time.
You know what? I've lived in Bel Air since 2004. And before that, it was Abingdon. Before that, it was Howard Gates. I've never been to a First Friday.
Oh, my gosh. All right, I got a list for you. These are things you got to go on your bucket list.
Your bucket list of living in Harford County. I have not done First Friday. And I'm not opposed to going out and having a couple drinks, you know. My boy Drew's 21 now, so we can hit those First Fridays up. But
come on out.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys set something up there? Do you have a booth, or is it?
So I don't know if people even really know this about First Fridays. Every First Fridays, they pick a charity to give the tips that are raised.
Oh. Okay.
So I think ours is September 4th this year. Anything that we raise in tips comes back to us.
Okay.
And we kill it every year. We do really well.
We got to cut that right there and then post that like right before September the 4th.
Yeah. So more people come out, and I got my friends that are like, really, that's all you're going to put in the bucket for tips? There are those people. They will come and get you.
Mike Hoy sounds like something that he would say. Like, really? That's it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
They are my people.
They are your people. You got a lot of great people behind you.
Oh, I do. I really, really do.
Yeah.
The further I go, it just keeps happening. It's like, it's part of my journey. It's part of the gift that comes back to me, is to be so well surrounded and loved.
God bless. Why did not connect with you earlier?
I don't know. I don't know if I could have done it.
No?
Earlier. You know, it's hard to talk about sometimes, and I want Brandon's spirit to come across in a perfect way. So I was always afraid of like, did they really get it though? Did they really feel who he was? Do they really feel what we do? And it's so big and it's so important to me. So now I'm more confident that I can kind of get that across to people.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm asked about it.
Right.
So.
You are a phenomenal person. Your whole family is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Brandon's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still is.
he still is. His legacy does live on through what you guys are doing. If people want to connect with you to learn more about the foundation, how can people connect?
Okay. They can go to our website, which is brandontolsonfoundation.org. And they can also, there's an email there, there's a contact phone number. They can reach me. That phone line comes directly to me. Like I said, email on the website or info@brandontolsonfoundation.com is a good email.
Cool. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, thank you for having me.
This has been a special episode. I hope people get more involved with what you're doing to help families. There's actually a family recently that lost a child that you currently have on your website, and you're able to donate directly to that family by clicking there.
Yeah, you can donate directly on our website. There's a tab for that.
So you don't have to wait for an event to come around.
No.
To make a difference.
Yeah, and I will say that from our families, because they rarely get the chance to thank people publicly like I do. So I always like to tell people thank you from our families, because it means so much to them to be supported.
What a community.
Yeah.
Not just the community of people that are supporting the foundation, but the community of the people that have gone through this tragedy that you've created now to just help each other through this horrible time.
Yeah. And they stick together. Like they are very supportive of each other.
Yeah.
And when new families come, like we tend to them. It's like the sheep, like it's a new family, and everybody kind of surrounds them and builds them up. And so I see the growth in families that have, it's a couple years now, and they're growing, and now they're giving. So that's a gift too that I see. I love to see the progression of healing.
Yes.
My people.
My people. That's awesome.
They're dear to me.
Candi Tolson with the Brandon Tolson Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, please support this organization. Please follow them. You can follow us on social media, on Facebook and Instagram at The Markland Advantage. Watch this on YouTube or listen to it on anywhere you download your podcasts. And please share this one out, because this one's a good one. Thank you so much. I usually say until next time, live your life to the fullest, but this time you got to just say, don't waste your life. Until next time, see ya. Did you like this episode of the TMA Connection? Well, you might want to check this one out right here. Go ahead, click it.